Today we're going to make granola. It's an amazing breakfast and it's absolutely delicious and it will not last. So make lots. You can double this recipe. I'm just going to make one recipe of it to show you, but usually I usually double it. So for this we're going to soak our nuts and seeds first, and it's going to take 3 or 4 hours for those to soak, and then we'll come back and we'll blend all together and mix it up and put it in the dehydrator. So it's only taking 3 or 4 hours because I already have almonds soaked in the fridge, because I always leave them in a jar soaked in the fridge. They can stay in water in the fridge in a cool place for up to a week. So it's easy to always have soaked walnuts, and where where almonds always soak the longest, like you want them soaked at least 12 hours. And to get the enzyme inhibitors off, and so they're pre-digested and easier on your system, and they're the texture you want. So it's easy to have them always available if you just have a bottle of them in your fridge all the time. So if you make raw recipes, but even if you find that a week goes by and you haven't used them, you can dry them off and put them in your dehydrator, even sprinkle a little bit of salt if you want to eat them. But if you think you might want to use them in the future in recipes, dry them off, put them just plain into your dehydrator, and then store them when they're dry, and then you can use them just like that anytime. So, okay, so almonds are done. So now it's just going to take us 3 or 4 hours, and I'm going to get a bowl, and for this recipe I want 1 cup of walnuts and 2 cups of pecans. 1 cup of walnuts, and 2 cups of pecans, and in a bit. So there's 2 cups. I'm going to fill that up with water, cover them, and I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to soak the sunflower seeds. 1 cup of sunflower seeds. And cover those with water. If you're soaking nuts and seeds for different amounts of time, you can just soak them in different containers. I'm just used to soaking my nuts and seeds separately. They actually technically could have all been put in one bowl, but I decided just to put the almonds and pecans in one to soak them together, and sunflower seeds in another one. But seeing as they're all going to be 3 or 4 hours, it would have been fine to put it all in one bowl if you want to. So anyway, we'll just set that aside, and we'll come back in a couple hours and blend everything up and make some yummy granola.